Hey everyone, I'm back baby! And for those who don't know me, my name is Clover, and today I prepared a video about a defined list of ham attacks along with the variations. Since most of these are niche and unreliable, this will probably be their only spotlight. That being said, I encourage you, ball mains, to learn and understand how these can be impactful because the opportunity might just present itself when you can have a little fun while also rolling some kids. I'll give you my thoughts on the practicality of each and every tech and how/when you can pull them off. You can see them playing in the background, by the way. But enough talk, here's the first tech. The basic double boop is the tip of the iceberg when it comes to wrecking ball tech. To do the basic double boop, first you grapple low onto something that is a decent distance away, fireball, and when you hit the enemy, stop almost completely, then proceed to roll again. You can triple boop this way, but I would say it's not worth the time practicing. Another double boop technique is the LOS boop, or line of sight. More of a niche tech, but very easy to pull off. You want to begin fireball into an enemy, then break line of sight from the enemy via object. The game forgets about your first boop, which allows you to double boop if that condition is met. I picked these because they're not only easy, but these objects are in the quote-unquote battlefield and not somewhere in the corner of the map. One other variant is the strafe boop. The short of it is that you have to fireball and strafe as soon as you hit the player, then arc back for the second hit. In summary, double boops are very valuable, mainly because it has the potential to send people flying off the map, which, in theory, if let's say we're dealing with a Roadhog, environmental kills deal 600 burst damage, which is crazy and overpowered in the right hands. That's kinda why Blizzard nerfed him. The Rebound tech is the closest thing to a crossover in Overwatch. You should not aim high with your grapple because the high placement will make you swing instead of bouncing off the wall. Something you may not know, you can get fireball when you hold grapple and still perform this tech. You'll just be stopped from the tension though. Good old wall jumps. This here is the most practical tech for Hammond. I'm going to show you the three variants starting off with the corner/slanted wall jumps. These are the easiest to perform because all it takes is for you to roll forward, and once you reach the wall, you jump. Your momentum will transfer upwards, which will give you enough height to pile drive or reach new flanks without spending your grapple. I already made a video about this with all the spots and all, so go ahead and check that out after this video. Taking it to the next level, we have the flat wall jumps. To start off, you need to roll towards the wall, and just before you hit the wall, you move in the opposite direction, then jump. It's a little more inconsistent, but this tech is universal, and as long as the wall geometry is in your favor, you can Goomba Stomp whenever you wish. Now for the creme de la creme, player wall jumps. Naturally, you can walk up to anyone and jump them as if there was a slanted wall. The only issue is that they can move. So the best way to do this is with speed, especially your fireball cancel. The first includes Minefield, where you grapple to fireball, then about this distance apart, not next to them, you use Minefield and then jump as if the enemy was a slanted wall. The second way is to grapple into fireball, then go into crab form where you spam jump and then you should be able to slam. Note you don't have to press shift or bumper to get out of the roll form, you can just simply use your primary fire. If you find a ledge or object that you can jump, it's a good chance you can slam skip off of it. How you do it is when you reach said ledge, jump while you hold your pile drive button. It's a good surprise attack to get a backliner for the 100 burst, but that's pretty much it. Much like Doomfist's bounce tech, Ball can do the same. On any curved surface, you can literally fly off of objects to dive unsuspectingly onto any high ground. Super simple. All you have to do is fireball to get that speed, and then time your jump when you collide with the geometry that you're dealing with. This tech is something you should know because the speed factor makes it hard for players to react with stuns and whatnot. That's why you might see streamers fireball and slam rather than just rolling off that like ledge and slamming. You're just a dive hero, so yeah. One of the first techs to be discovered, and with questionable usage, the blender tech uses a grapple on a lower surface to then essentially spin to win. I only know of two spots that can have some sort of value in specific situations, but that's pretty much it. It does deny space, so maybe if you're trying to boop enemies away from the point in an overtime situation, that might come in handy, but yeah. This is one of the newer techs to be discovered, and you don't have to do much to pull it off. The logic behind it works is by the fact that your grapple is fixed at a range when it casts, and it doesn't break even if you go behind the wall. So one way you can use this is by hooking onto a moving platform while behind an object and just let it send you flying. This also means you can do what I like to call the hitbox cram tech, where if an enemy is near a wall, you can boop them, and since a fireball goes through the enemy, the hitbox of the wall and the enemy you just booped sandwiches you, which is kind of reminiscent of David Hasselhoff launching SpongeBob in that one scene.
Did you see that?
The control!
All hands on deck!
10 seconds to liftoff. 1.
The last way you can catapult yourself is if you have a sim TP and you grapple forward on the further TP. All you have to do is teleport back when you're ready to reach the skybox. It's a specialist move, but it does have its uses when you want to actually dive. Tightrope. Using your grapple on a lower elevation and then rolling off an edge will result in you floating gracefully. The real use of this ability is to set up more quietly instead of using your fireball momentum to reach certain spots. In short, not super useful. This tech is another tool if you want to perform a quick slam. Shooting your grapple high and rolling backwards should give you enough height to slam. And just imagine you can do the 200 burst combo where you do the basic double boop, right? So you fireball, stop, fireball again, and then hit that wall, bounce back, and slam for the 200 burst damage, and it's, it's cool. Well, that's all I have for you today. If you already didn't know, there are some mechanics I left out in this video that I'll put in my everything guide for Wrecking Ball. Felt like those were more centered around the kit of Ball and maximizing it, rather than a trick that adds something new to his kit. But anyways, hope you all enjoyed. I recommend you check out that video if you're trying to learn some Wrecking Ball. But until then, I'll see you when I see you. Peace.